Hello YouTube, this is the Venomite skill with my favourite twins.
And I want you to do me and everybody else a favor and check out Wrestling Geeks on Fleek.
Right now you're watching Geeks on Fleek. Check it out, Wrestling Geeks on Fleek. You don't want to miss it. You're watching Wrestling Geeks on Fleek. YouTuber. If he has the best taste of professional wrestlers around. Make him subscribe, make him follow, show a lot of love to them. I love the positive comments, keep that comment. You guys are wonderful wrestling fans. Please be support them. This is the two best wrestling fans in the business.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Wrestling Geeks on Fleek. As always, I'm still Kelsey. I'm still Chelsea. Thank you guys for staying with us. I know the videos haven't really gotten the chance to film one for you guys because my work schedule and my school schedule kind of got really packed, and so we
had a hurricane.
And a hurricane. Us here in Florida, we are okay. Everyone here is fine. So thank you guys for the messages asking if you're okay. Yes, we are. So now we're finally back into things in normal schedule. So here we are filming a video. And before we get into it, please subscribe down below. We are almost to 5,000 subscribers. And also, as you guys know from my last video, we are going to Ring of Honor here in Florida. Kenny Omega is coming to the show, so we're super excited.
I'm super excited.
It's in November, so we're finally going to see Kenny Omega live, finally meet him. So we're super excited, guys, to bring you on that journey. And also, please check out Monteasy Moore. He's the guy that sings the opening to our song called Roman Reigns' Heart of a Warrior. He's also on Swerve Talk with
Shane Strickland,
aka Killer Shot from the Underground. And it's him, and they have like a whole crew every week that's in high spots. So links are all down below. So this week's video, we're going to talk about our favorite meet and greet. As you guys know, We've met a lot of wrestlers from TNA, WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, independent shows. If you name a wrestler, we've met them probably. Like almost. That's almost, yeah. Besides like a lot of the WWE ones.
A couple of the Brits.
A couple of Brits and stuff like that. But we've met 200 plus wrestlers the last time we counted. So we met a lot. So we're talking about what our favorite meet and greet was, because we have had so many meet and greets.
There are a lot of favorites, but
we have a lot
of ultimate.
We have like a lot of favorite meet and greets that we've had that just really stuck with us, and just every time you look at that photo, you're just like, that was a really dang good meet and greet. So this week we want to talk about which one is our favorite. As I know, we got to attend the WrestleCon back in March, Ring of Honor shows, and
it feels so long ago, even though it wasn't that long ago.
Back in March, and we attended TNA and all that. So we wanted to talk about what was our favorite one. And so I guess I'll start this week.
As
you guys know, I finally met the Kingdom, aka Vinny, Matt Haven, and TK Orion, the Wild Horse, the King, and the Horror King. And I have to say that was my favorite meet and greet because I've been wanting to meet them, but it's like Ring of Honor comes to Florida like once a year. And so finally, and when I went,
Christmas.
When I went, they were doing the meet and greet. I don't think they were at the show. And then finally, the Supercard of Honor show, they came to Florida, got to meet them. I had a poster and had one of my drawings, and they saw on Twitter. So it was really cool finally going up there and meeting them. They like exactly knew like who I was and what the drawing, and as you guys, I'll post a video right now of it.
Go. Go.
Thank you. Look at that leg color. I like how my stance is so sassy. Thank you, sweetheart. That was great. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I know. I'm working on it.
Yeah, as you guys can see in the video, it was like one of the cool moments. They're just like,
it was just cool to witness it.
Just to be a witness. Like they remember me from Twitter, and like they knew like the drawing stuff, and it is super cool. And so hopefully Ring of Honor and November I'll get to see him again because I have a whole bunch more drawings to give them now. So very excited. And also for Halloween I'm going as Vinny. So super excited.
I'm going as Melvin.
She's going as my Melvin.
I'm her Bullet Club fan, aka the Melvin.
So like I said, that was my favorite meet and greet. It's because it was so special and it was finally my first time like meeting all three of them. So that was like super cool as well. So I really hope it gets.
They're extremely nice.
Like the nicest guy you ever meet.
If you're nice to them, they're gonna be nice to you.
Like it's not that hard to be nice to a wrestler, especially if they're a heel. And they will get their belts back soon, hopefully.
Bullet Club has their belts.
I know. So hopefully they'll get
Bullet
back.
Club's like running Ring of Honor right now.
So I'm a Kingdom fan for life. So that's my favorite meet and greet. So what's your favorite meet and greet?
My favorite meet and greet would probably have to be, it was WrestleCon this year. It was the last time I met Drew Galloway. For all the WWE and NXT fans, that is the Drew McIntyre. And because he obviously, he didn't left, he got fired, I guess, from WWE before.
Like he let go.
He was let go, yeah.
Fire's harsh.
He was let go. So then he came to TNA, and I was so happy because I'm just like, I never would have thought that I would have been able to ever meet Drew Galloway because, I've been a fan of him forever since his debut. And so I got to meet him in TNA, and actually, like, a lot of times.
Too much, probably.
Probably too much. Because we're good like
we're
that.
best fans.
And so then he left TNA, and I was incredibly sad.
That's heartbreaking.
It was a little heartbreaking. I remember because you weren't even home when I found the news.
Where was I?
You're at work.
I was at work.
So I just,
and you texted me, hey, Drew left TNA, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I just sat there alone until she got home, just like, what am I supposed to do? He left. So he was coming to WrestleCon, and I was happy. So I'm like, okay, that'll be. But I didn't have no idea where he was.
And he was like on like a. He was like a one-time schedule thing. It would be like what?
It was from like
12.
It was like 11 to 12 or something.
No, it wasn't. It was like 11 to 1 or something.
11 to 1, and we had to leave at 12 to get to Ring of Honor because that was like an hour away. Because Ring of Honor was starting at like 2 or something.
Yeah, so we're just like
we had to patiently keep walking around and waiting because he was late.
He was the only one who had to meet. So like we met everyone. We're dressed for Ring of Honor. So we're ready to go, and it's like Drew, like he has to be here, like
even Eddie Edwards, he's back to me, goes, "Where's Drew?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm not his timekeeper, I'm not his keeper. I don't know where he is.
And so finally, we were waiting on the hallway, and I was like, okay, so Drew's pretty tall. He's not that hard to locate.
He's a 7-foot Scottish man.
So finally, I'm like, Chelsea, I think that's him. Comes walking, and what time was it? Like 12?
It just hit like 12.
It was like 12 something. And so finally
we were like on the brink of having to leave.
I think we had like 10 minutes to get to leave.
So like I almost missed meeting him I didn't know it was gonna be the last time. And so I get in line, I meet him. We're just sitting here just talking about. I don't even remember like what we were talking about.
He was asking us like what our plans were, what are we doing for the next couple days at WrestleCon.
Because then he's like, "Oh, what are y'all doing tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, we got Supercard of Honor." He goes, "Oh, you may never know, I might show up there." I'm like, "Oh, that'd be cool."
Like, ha ha ha, yeah,
like,
show up, Ring of Honor.
Just joking. Because I knew he loved them. I'm like, oh, maybe he'll go back to England, like the ICW or Progress or something.
Something like that.
Something. So then we're sitting there, Ring of Honor. It was during
it was like 10:30 at night.
It was during Cody Rhodes versus Jay Lethal's match, and my twin gets a Twitter notification. She pulls out the picture. She shows me. She's like, "Drew's in NXT." I looked at that. I kind of just looked at back in the match. I'm like, oh.
It's like you think you would have told us? And we're like, wait, that's probably why he was asking what show we're going to that night, because he wondered if we were going to NXT because he was debuting. But since we weren't, he was like, oh, ha ha ha, maybe I'll just join Ring of Honor. You join NXT.
Because you did get the picture of me and him hugging. I just looked so like sad, but like happy, and I had no idea that like it was before his NXT debut later that night.
walk by.
Everyone remembers the Chelsea, they're like, oh, you're the other one.
Yeah, the Stella's clearly her beach.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm saying, but the spellings, but you'll see it to remember.
Thanks.
But now we have to go. We're going to be going to a Full Sail show real soon, so that we can see Eventually, so we can see Drew.
Like
Now Adam Cole.
I got to meet Roderick Strong. Out of
That
all
was
the
cool.
ROH shows I went to, I got to meet Roderick Strong in NXT. So I'm hoping to get Drew.
And I need to meet Alice.
Oh yeah, and Kyle and Bobby Fish.
And Adam, as you guys know, I've met Adam
You've
Cole
met Adam Cole. I
4 times now.
I have not
so.
met Kyle and Bobby, and I wasn't able to meet them in Ring of Honor. So maybe NXT, if you watch this, you could help me out here. I mean, like all the times we've been to NXT, I've been wanting to meet Finn Balor. I've always been to the one show we didn't go
That
to. He
did.
was the meet and greet, and everyone's just like, "Oh, you haven't met him? He does meet and greets all the time." And I'm like, apparently not the shows I go to.
Exactly.
But then it's like everyone's like, "Oh, he only does the Orlando one," and the Orlando tickets sell out in minutes. Not even minutes, like seconds.
It's so hard to get Full Sail in Orlando.
The Full Sail and the Orlando show tickets are
Those
the
are
worst.
the hardest ones to get. But those are our favorite meet and greets. Let's guys.
Back to positivity. Those are favorites.
Those are favorite meet and greets. Like I said, we're going to Ring of Honor in November, so hope to meet.
Well, it's definitely hard to choose a favorite one. I mean, like
It's hard to choose a favorite because, like, I have
a lot of favorites.
When I met Crazy Steve, that was a favorite of mine. When I met Marty Skull for the first time, that was my favorite. Adam Cole, you know, like
all my Eddie Edward meet and
each
greets.
meet and greet, there's a different memory with it. You know, a different story happened. You know, it's like, you know, it was different. You know, like me meeting Adam Cole, something cool happened, but it was different. With Marty, something was different. With Steve, Crazy Steve, you know, he licked my forehead. Like, that's completely different. So each meet and greet is something different. So
something to someone.
Exactly. So like, you know, it's different. You get like, you know, every time you think about it, you're just like, wow, you know, I remember that happening. That was cool. So let us know.
It was cool when Wade Barrett said my name correctly because, like,
exactly.
it's rarity when someone does that.
That was pretty cool. Like when I met MVP, like he knew from me on Twitter, and he's like, "Come up here now. I've been waiting to meet you." And
he didn't even charge you.
No, yeah. So like he's like, you know, I know you, and I'm so glad to finally meet you. Thank you for being a fan for like so long. So it's like it's just cool things that are just like, wow, like they remember you from Twitter. They remember like from artwork that you gave them. So
they remember all the nice stuff you do and your support.
Yeah, and they really actually do appreciate your support. They know that you support them a lot. So if they show it back to you when you meet, like they're excited to finally meet, you know, a fan that's very supportive of them. Because that's the thing in wrestling, the way they keep going is from us, not all the fans that they're supporting them. It's the support that gets them farther in life, because without the support, you're not going to get far. So that's why they really do appreciate everything. They look at
and Helico remembered us.
Exactly.
Just from the Celeb MV we got.
And look at the Young Bucks. I mean, they have one of the biggest fan bases because everyone supports them. So, like you guys said, comment down below, like, what was your favorite meet and greet? Or what person do you actually want to meet? Yeah, what person do you want to meet? Like, I want to meet Roman Reigns one day.
I want to meet Zack Sabre Jr. one day.
Exactly. So
that might be easier than Roman.
I want to meet Matt Sydal one day. There's a lot of wrestlers that we haven't met that we want to meet. So let us know. Tweet me at Kelsey13, KHLSEY13. Let me know who do you guys want to meet? Who have you met? Who's your favorite? And stay tuned for next week. And another seconds are too sweet. Woo. See you guys.
Dirty, sexy, slinky thing.